Ever wondered what would happen if your office turned into a wild, free-for-all battleground? No? Well, buckle up for Mayhem. Welcome to the world of Mayhem, a film that takes corporate chaos to a whole new level. Imagine an average day at your office, then throw in a virus that eradicates all inhibitions. You've got yourself a regular Tuesday turning into a full-blown melee. Let's meet our main characters. Derek Cho, a once mild-mannered corporate employee, and Melanie Cross, a disgruntled client. In an environment that was once all about spreadsheets and coffee breaks, these two find themselves in a position where they have to fight, quite literally, to survive. Derek and Melanie, who were once entangled in the humdrum of office life, are now the stars of their own action-packed saga. And you thought your office politics were intense. And just when you thought your office politics were brutal, these folks have turned it into a literal war zone. Now imagine this, a virus that turns you into your most primal self. The only catch, it's highly contagious. Imagine a typical day at your office, the humdrum of printers, the polite water cooler conversations, the occasional office politics. Now picture the ID7 virus barging in, uninvited, turning this peaceful scene into something straight out of a Mad Max movie. It's a free-for-all, folks. No rules, no inhibitions, just raw, unleashed emotions running wild. Imagine your mild-mannered colleague, the one who's always got a smile plastered on their face, suddenly morphing into a raging bull, all thanks to this microscopic menace. It's like a superhero movie gone horribly wrong or right, depending on your perspective. The building is soon placed under quarantine, a term we've all become way too familiar with, haven't we? The office transforms into an arena, and the employees, well, they become gladiators, battling it out while the virus plays puppeteer. Now, here's an interesting tidbit. The concept of the ID7 virus was inspired by the Freudian theory of the id. It's the part of our personality that's all about instant gratification, no regard for consequences. So what we're seeing here is Freud's theory on steroids. So, next time you're feeling a little irritable at work, let's hope it's just the coffee wearing off and not the ID7 virus. When your office turns into a survival game, it's every man and woman for themselves. And so begins the race to the top floor in Mayhem, where our protagonists, Derek and Melanie, find themselves in the ultimate game of survival. Imagine your typical Monday morning, but instead of coffee and emails, it's fistfights and betrayals. Now that's one way to shake off the weekend blues. As they ascend, alliances form as quickly as they crumble. You think office politics was tough? Try navigating through a maze of loyalties when everyone's infected with a virus that has turned them into their wildest selves. Just another day at the office, right? Derek and Melanie proved to be a dynamic duo, showcasing a tag team approach that's more WWE than Wall Street. They bob, they weave, they duck, they dive, leaving a trail of defeated co-workers in their wake. It's a brutal ballet, a symphony of stunts that would make even the most seasoned action movie buff raise an eyebrow. And let's not forget about the trivia. Did you know that the actors performed most of their stunts? Yes, you heard that right. Those high-flying kicks and bone-crushing punches weren't just movie magic. Talk about commitment. In the end, it's survival of the fittest, where the strong prey on the weak and the smart outwit the strong. Who knew climbing the corporate ladder could be so literal and bloody? All's well that ends well, right? Well, not in Mayhem. As we reach the climax, our protagonists, Derek and Melanie, finally have their showdown with the corrupt CEO. In a twist of irony, they use the same cutthroat tactics that were once used against them. It's poetic justice at its best, served with a side of bloody mayhem. And the ending? Oh, it's a return to normalcy, all right, but only after the office has been turned into a battleground and the water cooler conversation has taken a rather bloody turn. It's as if the office politics we know and loathe just went through a meat grinder and came out the other side wearing war paint. So, there you have it. The conclusion of Mayhem, where survival of the fittest takes on a whole new meaning, and your everyday office becomes a gladiator arena. And that, my friends, is Mayhem, where office politics takes a whole new bloody meaning. Remember, it's just a movie, or is it?